best conversations for the most pressing issues. This is the Biosphere, and we are #empowering Earth.
Hi everyone, I'm Leigh.
And I'm Tier, and we're your hosts for today's episode. Welcome to the Biomesphere, a podcast that aims to bring awareness to different environmental issues, this time with a personal touch of belongingness and interpersonal relationships.
Throughout the course of 2 months, we'll be diving into a summer full of plans, advocacies, and self-improvement.
Advancing Advocacies.
Just to dive right in, I'd like to introduce our first guest for this episode. Karla, would you like to introduce yourself to all of us?
Yes, it will be lovely to introduce myself. Hi guys, I'm Karla. I'm 18 years old. I love digital art and graphic art or any kind of visual art. I'm also a bookworm and I'm an aspiring journalist, but I also love film.
All right, thank you so much, Karla. Our next guest is Marie Gabrielle Opina, or Abby. Abby, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, most people call me Abby, and I love the art of film and psychology. Since I know this is a more personal podcast, my favorite side hobby is being mga away, aka debating, a hobby me and Tier both share.
That is 100% true. And our last guest for today's episode is Regina. Regina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Regina, 18 years old and currently a graduating student of SSISM and the journalism director of Biomes.
All right, thank you very much, Regina. Now that we have gone over the introductions, now to get things started, let us ask about everyone's day. So how have you guys been over the summer? Let's start with Tier. Tier, what have you been doing over the summer?
Well, very spontaneous question. I have been traveling lately. I am in Europe and I'm going to be staying here until the end of July. So if you guys are interested in knowing where exactly I am, I'm in Sweden, and that's like a 6-hour time difference to the Philippines. So I've been finding myself waking up really early just to adjust to the time for my meetings in the Philippines. So I have a little bit of jet lag still and a little bit of tiredness, but I'm really enjoying it so far.
All right, thank you, Tier. I hope I can experience the Swedish summer as well, but thankfully through Tier's stories, IG stories, I can live vicariously through him. I just see all of Sweden. I feel like I'm Swedish now. But anyways, how about you, Karla?
Well, mine's not really as exciting as Tier because obviously I'm still in my room in the Philippines, but I've just been trying to balance some work and focusing on myself because since I'm an IB student, I wasn't able to really do that. So right now I'm just trying to fix my sleep schedule finally. I would work out a little bit here and there. I haven't done that before. So I've just been trying as much new things as I can before the next school year. So that's pretty much it for me.
Amazing. Just so we can dive in a little bit more into your own personal lives, I want to ask you this one question. So, do you guys have any music that you like to keep on repeat? Or do you have any food suggestions that you'd like to suggest to all of us today?
Well, as for food, I'm not really sure about that because my food palette changes every quarter of the year. But in terms of music, it's just there. It's just the same. It's basically just Lana Del Rey, The Weeknd, and then some other things that I find on TikTok. I'm pretty sure you guys can relate because all the audios on TikTok, I save them, and then in the middle of the night I play them, and I just play in slow motion, and then I just feel like I'm in an edit. And I am 100% sure that Tier does that as well because I have witnessed it myself. So yeah, how about you, Regina? How's your music and food going on over the summer?
For me, I have this one song. I don't know why I keep it on repeat, but it's by Hoiser. It's Cherry Wine, and it's really a nice song, guys. You need to listen to it. And Yes, and as for food, I think my go-to is really just Korean food. And recently, I've been craving their tteokbokki so much, and it's a very nice dish, guys. That's all for me.
Guys, also, you know what? When I went to Sweden, I've been getting really obsessed with truffle. Like, I don't know why. I think my palate's changing just because I'm in Europe. But now, literally anything with truffle, I will like devour. Like truffle pasta, truffle pizza, truffle cheese, truffle sandwich, truffle anything. That's mine. Like yesterday, I made like the best truffle cream pasta of my life. And I think like while I was cooking, I was like salivating because I was like, I don't know, like I know truffle's like a fungi or whatever. That's kind of like disgusting to hear. But if you taste it, it's like, yeah, I it's such a weird thing to describe, but that's like what I've been doing on repeat. You know, I hope you get what I mean.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I love truffle pasta so much. I haven't really tried like the other variety of like truffle that you have mentioned here because I just think it's funny that you said it's a fungi or something.
Did it?
Yeah. But anyways, we're here at Biome, so we welcome all the like kingdom
we,
of fungi. Yeah.
we welcome everyone's uniqueness.
How about you, Abby?
Well, actually, I have the opposite for you, Adelaide. You have like a very like different diet, and then with like same music choices. I literally have one song per month, and I just like emotionally attached to that one song, and then I just on repeat for a month. For the food, this year I have like a New Year's resolution that I'm gonna start being more healthy and drinking more like fruit shakes, and like the strawberry banana milkshake is like the best. Highly recommend.
If you get I think there's like a strawberry banana smoothie in Jamba Juice. If you get that one, it's like strawberry something, like it's called something like that. It's so like, oh my goodness, like it's so thick and creamy and just the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't taste very like vegetable-y, like you know when they put like
Yeah,
cucumbers and I'm like puking and it's like, yeah, it's
You know,
so yummy.
Fun fact, I always put like chia seeds. I know it's like extra money, but whatever. Like I put chia seeds in my strawberry banana milkshake because I'm always like constipated. So I need like something to help me. Yeah, just a fun fact.
Oh my god, TMI tier.
Aside from the strawberry banana, because I think that's very common, I would recommend apple cucumber. That's very nice combination too. You should try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And aside from like everyone's personal food and music preferences, I want to kind of just dive more into your advocacies over the summer because I think a lot of people have the stigma that over the summer, people aren't really practicing their advocacies. There's a stigma of stagnancy. So, how are you individually breaking through this quote unquote summer stagnancy and furthering your own personal advocacies?
I guess me again. Okay, so first of all, can I also add into like the music and food thing before I go with my advocacy?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so I'm a really big fan of Stranger Things, which a lot of people know. So like the one song I have on repeat is "Running Up That Hill" by Kate Bush. So it's pretty old, but just like how it's like implemented into like Stranger Things, and I've been waiting for volume 2. It's stuck in my head. And I might sound pretty basic right now, but like I just eat a bunch of spicy buldak, like those Korean really spicy noodles. Like that's all I eat all the time. It's just noodles or dumplings or something. I should probably become more healthy, which is another goal. But how I'm keeping up with my obviously I practice my advocacies all the time. I speak out and like online. But I'm also implementing like writing articles because you guys know I like publish my own articles sometimes with like other journals that I know, and I'm currently working on some right now, but I haven't released anything for summer. But I have been researching as well, and obviously being active in biomes. So, and also getting away from plastic. I can't stand plastic anymore. Like, is that just me? I really can't. It like icks me out, and I'm like, ugh. Like overall plastic. Whenever I see like those like opening like packages and online like TikTok, I can't stand seeing so much plastic. Like it's better if I see like paper wrap or like recycled stuff, and I like speak out about it all the time. So that's it for me.
I agree with Karla so much. I just like to add because this has been an ick for me since last year. Whenever I go home to my hometown Rizal, they have so much plastic and I feel like I can't breathe. I don't know how that happened because here in Los Baños, I think it was implemented years ago that we're only gonna use papers and they have been doing that ever since. So whenever I go back to Rizal and all I see are plastics, I feel like I'm a very bad person, even though it's not me using it. Yeah.
Yes, I truly agree. I think that the like ick of the year, ick of the season is plastic. Like, do you guys agree? Because guys, we need to save the turtles and everything. And I know that whenever you order Starbucks and then you see like the paper straw and then you sip into it, it's just like really icky because it's like it just breaks all the time. But it's fine, guys. Let's just in Filipino, let's make the is of it because I think it's for Mother Nature and it will be for the better. And I think even if you're not doing something on a global scale, it's better than doing nothing or not doing anything or not even trying at all. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to add something to that, which just annoys me since we're on the topic of McDonald's. I always eat at McDonald's, but like the paper, like they give you the paper straw and then they like give you like the plastic lid and like the plastic cup and then in the plastic bag. And I'm like, well, yeah. And they're like, we're environmentally friendly. And it just annoys me because I'm like, you're not, So I wish they commit to it. If you're going to commit to paper, make everything paper. So yeah, I think it's just like band-aid solutions. That's my ick of the year.
And it just like cancels everything out, like trying to be environmentally friendly because it's kind of like hypocritical of them to do that. And I feel like with like the technology that we have right now, like we have robots, we have electric cars and everything, like how come we can't come up with plastic, like an alternative solution to plastic that's just as effective? So here, do you have any more other interrogations, anything you want to ask about like these people's summer?
Yeah, sure. So I want to know how you guys are managing to balance out your leisure activities and your pursuit of your advocacies. I know like for people like my classmates like Karla and Neil, we have like 3 months of summer. So that's that's a quarter of the year. So I want to know like, how are you guys? Do you guys have any plans over the summer? How are you guys balancing your time? Give me all the details.
For me, I just recently had my break around June 4 or something, but then we still have graduation practice. So it's not really full break where I can go to a lot of places. So how I do it is I'm currently spending my break very boringly. I just watch movies and series a lot of times. And to include my advocacies there, I'm currently involved with my cousin's business. It's called Papel ni Paula. We recycle papers. We sell recycled papers. And it's a very nice thing to do when you're just bored. And it's helping the environment and helping a lot of paper use. So I'm very happy about that. And in addition to that, a trait that I developed this year is using tote bags a lot and bringing recycled straws, because as what Leigh said previously, those paper straws give you the ick also. So bringing recyclable and reusable straws are very nice. That's all for me.
Yeah, just to make a follow-up on that, Regina, I want to know, where are you going for university? Because I'm sure like after grad, you're going to have plans to go to college and get your bachelor's degree. So where are you going and what course are you taking?
Yes, I'm going to the University of the Philippines, Las Bañas, and with the course of being BS Economics. Thank
Love
you.
that. Oh, I'm also taking economics actually, but then um like I take economics in high school, like with IB, but college level, like I'm excited, but I'm just not really like a data scientist or whatever, but we'll see. Time will tell. What about
Economics is so interesting. So yes, go for it. I really love that.
okay, what about you, Karla? Like how are you balancing your time over the summer? Just let me know.
Okay, so I'm still kind of healing from burnout. So it's really hard for me to stay consistent in a lot of the things that I want to do in summer. But since I have a lot of free time, I also tend to procrastinate. I have so many papers still due, and I have to do like my EE and all that. So at least I still have stuff to do that will help me not rot my brain, because I feel like in summer we don't really do anything, and it's like my brain rots and you have to go back to school and I don't have this practice anymore, and it's like I have to adjust. But basically what I do is, actually I really agree with Regina. I have been going to malls a lot because we're vaccinated, but instead of like asking for paper bags now, I do bring my own tote bag so that I can just put it there. I've been trying to have like a little diary that I write onto so that I can keep track of like my mood and like what I did this day, and to see how consistent that I am, because I feel like when I see my progress, I'll be more motivated to do it again, instead of like not keeping track, and then like I'll just not do it anymore. Like I did it enough. Like I'd rather like have it keep flowing and keep continuing. That's how I like motivate myself. But yeah, that's my summer has not been exciting, guys, but I've been trying to be more healthy. That's all I could like say for now.
Yeah, definitely. And just to kind of conclude everything and wrap everything together, I want to know what topics of discussion in particular kind of motivate you to advocate for that. Me personally, I'm a big advocate for shark conservation. So that's something that really motivates me to take care of our oceans. I am a licensed scuba diver. I can dive up to like 25 meters. So whenever I go on dives, I collect a lot of plastic because I don't want to endanger like marine ecosystems and sharks and turtles. So I want to know what topics of discussion really spark a cry for moral justice within you guys.
Yeah, I think I can go first. First of all, Tier, that's so impressive. I'm like so impressed by you. Like, yeah, you can have your hair flip moment because that's so great. What icks me the most, or like what triggers me the most, is this. Since I'm really a big fan of like psychology, I really don't like how the media and even social media sometimes portrays climate change. That just like really annoys me. Like I get like the saving the turtles and straws and things, but like there's so much plastic, and by 2030 we gotta get our SDGs done. And I think we just need to change our mindset for like a more systematic change. And I think a really big help to that is just what we the media that we give out, and like the conversations that are happening in social media and in media. So I'm really interested in that like media part.
Yeah, that's completely valid. I want to know, what about Leigh? Like, what topics are you also interested in?
All right, so this one is not necessarily environmentally related, but I really consider myself as a feminist. So I think a topic of discussion that sparks cry for change these days, especially, is the overturning of the Roe v. Wade verdict on abortion. I feel like it's ridiculous that millions and millions of women's lives are being put in the hands of 9 people. And I know that that's exclusive in the United States of America, but considering that abortion is illegal here in the Philippines, I think it's just I think we should start decriminalizing or legalizing abortion. And by legalizing it, I don't mean that we should normalize it, because obviously that is unethical, and that kind of cancels the potentiality of life. And so I think that we should have freedom over what we want to do with our bodies, because at the end of the day, an abortion is a medical procedure, and by banning it, we're not really preventing it, we're just making it more unsafe for other people. So I think that's a discussion that kind of sparks the feminist inside me, and I think you guys would agree with me on that topic.
Yes, very much so, Leigh. For me, I would agree with Abby because that's such a thing. Like whenever you talk about these issues with adults, they go like, climate change has been here like forever. Yeah, what are you doing about it? It's been here since forever. It's not a trend. Why don't you act about it? And I think they're not taking climate change as seriously as we youth would like them to. And in addition to Leigh's answer, such issues like that really force you to speak about what your opinions and what you feel about such issues.
Now that we have geared towards the end of our podcast, we hope you guys enjoyed everything that we have said. We hope you have learned a lot from the insights that we have shared. And in order to learn more, please stay tuned for our next episodes because we have a lot of fun in store for you guys. Until then, we will see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 The Biosphere is presented to you by Biomes MNL. We would like to extend our thanks to the hosts, speakers, and music creators for making this venture possible. Ready to dive in and make a change? Follow us on Instagram at biomes.mnl and Facebook at Biomes MNL. Stay updated on our social media platforms for more information regarding our podcast and future events just like this. Biomes MNL, using biomes as a catapult for change since 2020.